Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who does that. Whenever I'm traveling for a few days, or even just a few hours, I always try to see if there is some kind of sports activity that I can do for the few free hours that I have. Today I'm traveling to the city of Taichung in Taiwan, approximately 2 hours away from Taipei. So here we are, going to try out the biggest climbing gym in Taiwan. Located right in the center of the city, DAPRO Indoor Climbing combines traditional rope climbing with auto-belays and 2 floors dedicated to bouldering. Having made small to no research before my arrival, I came in the bouldering gym with no real expectations but to have a couple of hours of fun. We are interrupting this program to focus on what's happening on the screen at the moment. While I was just filming my surroundings and filming the climbing wall to be able to show you, something happened that I had to capture. The auto-belay that this man was using just stopped working. As a result, the whole staff started to panic. One person started to scream. The other person started to act and started running to grab a harness and to grab a rope. And someone else grabbed another auto-belay and started to climb up to be able to go up to the person that was using the belay that stopped. This person on the other side was able to lower themselves down slowly and safely without making any mistakes. And this situation resolved very quickly, very efficiently, and very safely. But it just goes to show that everything and anything can happen at the climbing and bouldering gym. Auto-belays are an amazing tool to use, but we still need to be very careful of the way we use them and of their constant behavior. Anyways, after paying the day pass fees, I made my way to the bouldering area on the second floor and was greeted by a huge number of people and kids running everywhere, which is why it took me a while to start filming. I was practicing by myself on my side for about an hour to an hour and a half, and little by little the groups of kids started to leave the area and I was able to take my camera out and film my amazing experience at that gym. Nah, I'm kidding. It was not that amazing, but still, it was, it was enough. It's a huge gym, and there's way too many people. Oh well, they make it work. I tried to go where no one is for a few minutes. Tried to avoid all the kids. Alright, and this is where we start from. I've actually done this one at the very beginning, but I'm redoing it just to show it on camera, of course. It was a little bit tricky because I could not really understand where to place my feet, but after doing it a couple of times, I was able to understand that the left leg goes here, and meanwhile, the hands go up to then be followed by the legs, and not the opposite that I was trying to do since the very beginning. That's only a V1, it shouldn't take that much effort, but it's okay. Moving on to the next wall. This here is very complete. We're starting off with a very easy V0 that I'm trying to do back and forth, so up and down. As you can see, it is quite straightforward. It doesn't require a lot of effort, of course, but soon we're moving on to a V1. This V1 was not complex at all, of course, but was slightly funny because we need to, we need to change these legs in the middle. So it is quite a funny move that requires some dexterity, should we say, but yeah, otherwise quite easy. Moving on to a V2 on the other side, we're keeping with the yellow here. Again, quite easy. Leg placement slightly different here. We need to place it inwards so that we can move our body up. But otherwise, once we reach this long line, this long yellow line in the middle, it is quite straightforward and doesn't require a lot of effort either, so that is good. And moving on to a V3. As you can see on the screen, this is the first attempt. Why is it a first attempt, you might ask? Well, because I made the mistake of just going for it. There was no one on the wall at that time, and I did not read the route. I did not look at anything before, and I was lost, as you can see. So I took a bit of time and tried to look at everything. Where do I need to place my hands? Where do I need to place my feet? And went back for it for a second attempt. This second attempt will go much better than the first one because I've looked at it, because I've understood what I was doing wrong, because everything is just more clear in my head, and I have properly visualized and conceptualized every movement that I need to do so that I can reach the top, which is a huge hold actually, which was very comfortable, and very nice to grab on. Always feels good to grab a big hold. Now look at this big boy in the middle here. This was really fun, to be honest. We're here dealing with a V2, the blue one. Not that hard, to be honest, but of course a bit tricky as it is overhang. The whole body is hanging on the arms, and legs are just here to stabilize and little by little help the body up. But as you can see, I'm making a mistake. I'm making a mistake at the moment because I've actually placed my foot on a black one and not a blue one, and that's cheating.
I think I slightly cheated. I will have to review the footage, but I think I viewed the wrong hole. It's okay. I'm already a little bit tired. I've been training for an hour and a half before I started filming. There were just too many kids. I didn't want to film that much, especially the kids. And now there's less kids. It's a little bit better. But now I'm dead. Well, let's see what we've got around. I'll try it again because I failed the first time.
Because I don't like cheating, I'm doing it again from another angle, and this time we will see that I am not using the black one, but the blue one only. Hello there, little kid. As you can see, the kids are just everywhere. They're going through the modules. Anyways, look at this big boy going up slightly, making a mistake here, but strong enough to hold it up again and therefore reach the top with both hands, looking down just to make sure that there is no child to crush on, and that's it.
Now we're talking. Almost failed. I didn't.
Alright, and it's time to move on to another wall, which was free as well. V3 on this one. Everybody was jealous of my ability to do this move by just spreading my arms, which is not supposed to be like this. This is supposed to be a dyno, what we call a dyno, which is basically a dynamic move. We need to jump. But as you can see, I'm making a big mistake here, and I'm falling right now. Ow. Looking deeper at my mistakes, I was able to understand that the hand placement was incorrect. So I'm trying again, but this time I will try to place my hand on the right side instead of the left side, and basically pull my whole weight up so that I can easily reach this leg hold on the right side and therefore the end part up there. That was the mistake I made the first time.
I would like to train on a V4. V4. What? Oh. The blue one. I've been waiting for my turn for a bit too long, so I'm changing, and I found another V4. But the holds of these ones, I hate them. It is this one, and as you can see, there's only a very limited part of it which is grabbable. The other part here is completely soft, and you cannot grab onto it, and we need to go all the way up there. Needless to say that we're gonna try our best. Problem is my hands don't have any grip anymore. I don't even have fingertips anymore, so I don't think I can use these ones for today. That's what happens when you train too much. You need to let your skin heal properly.
And since there is too many people upstairs, I'm slowly going downstairs to train on a rather easy V2. I don't know exactly if everything here is made for kids or not, but these V2s, V3s, VBs, etc. are rather easy and accessible to everyone. So I think it's just a good way maybe to warm up or just to train on a regular basis. But as you can see, it is rather easy and not too technical. But before going back upstairs, I make a swift detour to the cafe where I take a cappuccino, which is included in the price, and stop as well by the shop where you can buy shoes, harnesses, ropes,
good selection.
It is indeed a good selection, and the prices are, you know.
Ooh, I like this. Oh, I don't like this.
Anyways, let's go back upstairs.
Guys, barefoot. Not a good idea. He's doing barefoot what I had trouble doing earlier. Nice. Good for him. Since I'm hearing that the price of entry is extremely expensive, I'm gonna train something different. And we're gonna do a V1 3 times. Good training. Kids running everywhere. What am I telling you? No, we'll do a V2 3 times. Oh, hey, it's up there. V2 3 times. If I can.
Do I even need to comment on what's happening on the screen? No, I don't.
We'll do a V1 3 times.
Well, at least I'm happy to report that I'm able to do a V1. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. And as you can imagine, I'm able to do it 3 times in a row. Thank God I am. But I'll be very honest. At this time, it had already been 2 hours of training, and I was dead.
For the 3rd time was hard. I think it's enough for today. I'm dead. There's no AC in the room. It's hot. That's why they put these big ass fans. It's very hot. It's just so many people. It's gonna be time for me to go. I can't. It's really, really hard to climb when there is so many people like this. I'm only here for the day. I regret coming on a Sunday, but it's my fault. I should have known that Sundays are obviously gonna be packed. But well, I was here on a Sunday, so I can't decide. Next time I'll come during the day. In the morning, no one. And I'll make a proper video on it. But this was probably the biggest climbing gym in Taiwan. And it's pretty cool. You've got a lot of bouldering, and you've got auto-belays that sometimes misfunction. Normal, traditional climbing as well. You really have pretty much everything you need for a good day climbing. Hope you enjoyed this quickly told video on the biggest gym in Taiwan. And I'll see you very soon for another one. Don't forget, check out my brand, the Perdurant Collective, which I'm wearing today. The new sample, available here in Taiwan as well. And yeah, enjoy. Go have fun, go in the world, go in the nature. Go by yourself, go with your friends. Do whatever you want, but have fun. That's the most important. Yeah.